In our previous tutorial, I discussed about one exercise 10a and 10b where we solved how to write the data into a text file using write function and write lines function. In this tutorial, first of all, I will recap what I have taught in the first part of lecture 10. And I will explain you some other ways how to read the content this time. And first of all, our task would be reading lines. Let's start by recapping the things. In our previous lecture, what we have studied, we studied what is file, what is type of file, file operation, open and close, what is file, collection of data stored into the hard drive, having some name. So that is a file name. It has two parts, primary and secondary. Then we discussed what is text file and binary file, differences, which is faster, text or binary. I think you understood this all. Then we discussed what are the basic file operations, opening, reading, writing, and closing. This is what is file handle. Okay, so what happened when the file is missing? That is called error. You have to /n, very important, file processing. Now, importance of close function, because whenever you are using w, then it is important. And then like that, we discussed what is write function, writing one string at a time into the text file, and then write lines. That means all the list in one go can be transferred into the text file. This is we have learned. Then I gave you two questions. Write a program to create a file tech1 and tech2 using write and write lines. So you did that, and I explained in the just previous video. And this time I am going to deal with reading lines. And in this lecture, I will teach you how to read lines, okay, and its ways. So what is the agenda? Our agenda is the recap, what we have already done just now, various reading methods. And what are those various reading methods? The reading methods are using loop, and then reading through readline function and readlines function. And then once again, har baar ki tarah, I'm going to give you one task to solve. Okay, there are three modes. One is line by line reading, word by word reading, and character by character. You might get a question in the paper count how many lines are there which are starting with letter A, or how many lines are there which are starting with a word from, or how many lines are there where the number of character is more than 10, like this. So you must know how to read all lines sequentially, that is line by line. Now, so this is a hierarchy. Reading operations are of basically reading operations are of three types. Line by line reading. Line by line reading can be possible by using for loop. In our next slide, it is there. Then either you can use readline or read lines. There are three methods. Let's come to it. Line by line reading. What is this? Actually, line by line reading using for loop. We can use for loop to read line. Actually, what happened? We do not require actually any read line or read lines function. Simply, Python is so simple. We can use directly a for loop. You know what happened? All the lines are inside fin. I have already explained in the lecture, in the previous lecture 10 tutorial part 1, where I taught you that all the contents are accessible with the name fin. This file in the Python program is actually represented as fin. So for line in line means one line will be transferred from fin to line. You know how? As soon as the /n encounters, look at this particular, actually it is output, or you can say a content of the file. Starting from P till it will count till N. And as soon as /n comes, as soon as /n comes, one line is now completed. So this particular line will be transferred to fin very first time. The fin will get this line. So as soon as this /n comes, entire line is transferred to fin. Now what happened? Control goes to the next line, body of the for, and print that line. So now look at this. What happened? Now you look at this line. This is. But if you notice one thing, print function has one parameter, named parameter called end, if you remember. And if you will not specify, as I am not specifying here, so its default value is /n, that is new line. You know what happened? After printing all the line, it is appending or adding /n at the end of the content. So you know what is happening here? /n is appended. That's why a new line, one extra line is created, blank line. Now, what I am doing here, okay, once I have read one line, I am counting that line. One line has been counted. So far I have read one line, count that line. So count is equal to count plus 1. It becomes 0 to 1 now. Now this is the body, goes back. Once again it is going, getting another line, printing it. So you are getting another line. Here you are printing another line. Fin is printing another line. And then what is happening? Not fin is not printing, actually print line is printing. And then you are counting that line. And once the thing is over, all the data has been, and then the third line. So finally, total lines read, count line, total lines this. So this is the way we have done it. Okay, let's do it practically. 10 seconds. For line and fin, print line, that's it. What is happening? Every time one line is transferring and going to the line, and that line is going to print on the screen. So do it. F5. Look, isn't it? Now if you notice here, here /n, actually /n is missing, is appended, one /n of print, then again /n at the end of the line, and one /n of the print, and then this is the story. So I hope you understand what is what. Let's move on to readline. What is readline? Now readline function read one line at a time. If you notice here, we can use readline function to read one line at a time from file handle. It accept integer n. What is this? If I want to read only first 4 characters, then I can specify 4 here. I can specify 4. So what happened? Very first line, first 4 characters, 0, 1, 2, 3 index number where characters will be transferred to file handle. Okay, and then like notice this. In F5, readline 5, what happened? Reading first 5 characters and printing those 5 characters. So similarly, line pin.readline, what is happening? Now the point is that what is happening? Sixth character. It means index number 5 onward till /n will be transferred to line. Notice that index number 5, yes, because first 5 means 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 characters returned. And then what happened? When the next time the read line will run, index number 5 up to /n of that line will be returned inside line and will be printed. We're going to check into the next slide. Now look at this slide. Same program, same thing. Everything is same, but I'm just explaining to you. You know what is happening? When this 5 will run, you know what happened? From here to here, this particular portion will be returned. Okay, and then what happened? The next line will run when this read line will run without parameter. You know what is the meaning of without parameter? Complete line will be run. That means complete line in the sense means from the reading pointer till the last character, or last character is always /n. So /n will also transfer to the file handle. So you know what is happening from here in the next line number 5, and the line number 5 will run. You know what happened? When the line number 5 will run, you know what happened? यहाँ से लेके पूरा डेटा यहाँ तक का ट्रांसफर हो जाएगा. तो जब भी हम उसमें एन नहीं पास करेंगे तो पूरी लाइन रीड होगी. पूरी लाइन का मतलब क्या है? पूरी लाइन का मतलब है /n. जैसे ही /n मिलेगा वो पूरी लाइन हो जाएगी. That is the one line. Now look at this 10D. What is this? What it is doing? Here readline 5, content वही है, programming running this file. Now look, first 5 characters, 0 1 2 3 4, okay, 0 5 p 1 2 3 4, 5 characters हो गए. और उसके बाद जब दोबारा चला तो इट इज टेकिंग प्रोग्रामिंग A onwards, okay, till /n. So this is the way read line works. I hope you understand. अब आगे चलते हैं. ये है read lines. read lines क्या करता है भाई? read lines क्या करता है कि ये एक बार में सारी lines read कर लेता है. It will read all the lines in one go. I could use line also, but instead of using line, better is to use lines. The reason is that it is containing, because read lines function is transferring so many lines. That's why. And printing those lines. And instead of using any kind of loop, we can use directly a len function which returns the length, that means number of items present in that particular list. This readline function returns what? Returns list. That means list. Take one line including /n, don't forget, comma, and one character set. Yes. Then third line and so on. समझ में आ रहा होगा? तो समझ में आ गया होगा. इसका डेमो देख लेते हैं. Now look, we are reading the file. Read lines, transferring lines, and print lines. Total lines written. Let me see. Okay, let's run this code. F5. Now look at this. I hope you understand. This is a, you notice programming lines यहाँ से लेके यहाँ तक /n एक हो गया. DBMS जब तक उसको /n नहीं मिलता लाइन नहीं मानी जाएगी. दूसरी लाइन हो गई, कॉमा के बाद कंटेंट है थैंक्स, तीसरी लाइन हो गई. ठीक है, टोटल लाइंस रिटर्न 3. तो ये हो गया रीड लाइंस. ये क्या है? डिफाइनिंग द आउटपुट. ये एक एक्स्ट्रा लाइन. व्हाई दिस एक्स्ट्रा लाइन इज कमिंग व्हेन आई एम जस्ट शोइंग ऑल द लाइंस यूजिंग for loop, not read lines or read line loops. It is showing me one line every time. It is an extra line is appending here. यहाँ पर एक /n हो गया. ये क्यों ब्लैंक लाइन आ रही है? Why this blank line? So what is the reason? Each line has a new line at the end. Okay, so वो new line आएगा क्यों? क्योंकि /n तो है ही है, पूरा /n तक रिटर्न होता है. और हम जब उसे प्रिंट में पास करेंगे तो प्रिंट अपना एंड पैरामीटर वाला डिफॉल्ट वैल्यू भी उसमें ऐड करेगा. इसलिए now the task comes. You have to remove this blank line. You have to remove this blank line. Why? I don't know. I don't want. तो ये आपको करना है. इसके लिए मैं आपको एक हिंट देता हूँ. You have to study strip function. Okay, आंसर बता दिया. Either you can use strip, और ये जो जब भी n append होता है ये कहाँ append होता है? लेफ्ट साइड में कि राइट साइड में? राइट साइड. तो R strip भी यूज कर सकते हैं /n के साथ. ये आंसर हो गया. ट्राई एट योर होम. स्टे सेफ, स्टे एट होम, कीप वॉचिंग, like the video if it is clear to you, subscribe the channel. Okay, घंटी का बटन भी दबा देना. Thank you very much.